All right, Brooks, we're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping.
Okay.
Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh. Wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin, you know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
Change tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Good side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc. All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends. Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team.
Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping.
Okay.
Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh, wow, that's not MLS. Ooh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
Change tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Get side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc. All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Hello and welcome in, soccer friends, to late season Midwest Premier League action from Southeast Michigan, Farmington Hills to be exact. How's it going? This is Troy United versus the Flint City Firebirds. My name is Robert Kerr, alongside Point Images here for what should be a very pleasant afternoon, a cool and wet overcast day here in Michigan. Match day 9 for both these sides. FC Pontiac in red visiting Troy United in white and black with gold trim. Troy United are led by head coach Connor James, assisted by Tony Boos. The visitors today, FC Pontiac, Kevin Garner and Dyer O'Riordan leading the sides. We'll start with our lineup here, as it looks like Troy United will be going from right to left in our first half. Starting for them in goal, number 0, Adam Etheridge. In the back, looks like it'll be a back three of Nick Settle, 15, 26, Jacob Tremonti, number 20, Jeb Sneed. In the middle on the left side, number 22, Jackson Deere. Number 6 will be Danny Watkins. Number 25 is John Nino. On the right-hand side, number 5, Matt Rafferty. Assisted by Evan Morrison, and then front two of LT Nicholson, of number 7, number 14, Macklin Stover. We're just moments away from the home conclusion for Troy United 2025. We are underway. Thank you so much for joining us here on We Are Soccer. This good series of Midwest Premier League games featured on We Are Soccer YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us here. Looks like the sun is peeking out here in Farmington Hills, Michigan, about at 12 Mile and Middle Bell. This is a rocket from some distance, getting things started within the first minute of play. A thunderbolt off the right boot of number 15, Nick Settle. The Schoolcraft College Ocelot keeping goalkeeper Jude Thomas on his toes. That is goalkeeper, the 18-year-old Liverpool FC National Academy, 6'2", 183 pounds, Jude Thomas, telling his team to back up. He's going long to start. Big right-footed boot over the halfway line, looking for some teammates. That's headed wide in position for Troy United, and that's the Firebirds intercepting that. They are in red and black, going from left to right. Their first foray into the hacking half, into the box. Right-footed attempt, blocked and saved by big Adam Etheridge in the Troy goal, the 6'5" Athens High School alum. Starting lineup for FC Pontiac. The Firebirds in goal, we saw him already, Jude Thomas, and this one's out into touch already. Number 16 will throw in Lisandro Munoz from Avondale. And he blocks that attempted clearance from Troy. First body hits the deck and kept in play. We will get to the FC Pontiac starting lineup as things settle down. A busy first 2 minutes here from the Hawk in Farmington, Michigan. Final game on the schedule. A couple reschedules. There was a game in June between Troy United and the Badgers. Rescheduled, I'm hearing, for the 22nd, so maybe another opportunity to see Troy United this year. As here's a turnover, and Troy United on the front foot, looking for the run of Evan Morrison, cut out there by the Firebirds. Looped to the left, a little bit of space here. Defended well, and Firebirds player looks to be in a bit of pain, holding his hip. Crossed in, skipped past the run of Macklin Stover in the middle, looking to pounce on that effort. Would have been controversial if that had hit the back of the net, as number 10 in red, Joey Garner, was holding his hip, moving gingerly. This is first year for FC Pontiac in Midwest Premier League. That one's crossed in the middle, headed away. Left-footed attempt, cleared away again. Good pace to this opening few minutes. Some feverish action, but that one doesn't connect, and that'll roll into the path of goalkeeper Jude Thomas. His back four Number 22, Viad. 16, Lisandro Munoz. Number 23, Joshua Rubin. And Cam Hanna will be tested here against Troy United. Looking to attack down the right-hand side, spinning away from a couple defenders. There's a little bit of space down the right-hand side. 2 white shirts defending. Can he cut in between? He does, but good support comes over from big number 26, Jacob Tremonti, showing that Madonna University experience. Looked like number 10, Joey Garner, had split those defenders on that right-hand side, the defensive left. But he did well to step across from his center defensive position. Troy United try to get out of their own defensive third. Went to ground there to keep possession. Some good footwork there by Deere to keep it in bounds for a moment, but only briefly. Munoz throws. Garner looked to keep that in, but Troy United get on the ball again. Nice spinning move there and takes some contact by Etienne Viad. This is 3rd year on the field for Troy United, wrapping up their 2025 campaign this week. Watkins breaks the lines there, trying to get in behind this FC Pontiac back defensive setup. That one a get rid of it, sort of a clearance. As this will give us a moment to run through the starting lineup. I'd mentioned his name already. Goalkeeper number 56, Jude Thomas. Back line of 22, Etienne Viad. 16, Lisandro Munoz. Number 23, Joshua Rubin. Number 15 is Cam Hanna in the middle of the park. Number 6, Braden Tossi. 14 is Terrace Chuck. We have a front 4 of Carlos Escato, Joey Garner, Brendan Gerard, number 9, and 25, Vasco Mara. What's on the line today? Well, this Troy United side looking to get above the 500 mark, currently at 4-4, 12 points after 8 games here in Midwest Premier League action here in the summer of 2025. Have a negative 2 goal difference to this point. From what I'm hearing, we have today was supposed to be the season finale for Troy United. It sounds like the rescheduled game that was postponed early in the season to be played on the 22nd. And the opponents in their first year of action on the field, both on the men's and women's side. Here, obviously, in the men's in the Midwest Premier League. Women's side for FC Pontiac, playing in the UWS. But here in Midwest Premier League, they've got 9 points from 8 games. A similar negative 2 goal difference. Troy United in the white could climb as high as 4th with a win today and again for that rescheduled match. Trying to finish over the 500 mark. A good tally for Connor James's side. Both teams stocked full of local talents. This FC Pontiac side, largely Liverpool Academy players. Mix of others. And this is turned over in the middle of the park. This is dangerous for FC Pontiac. They don't want to do that. Jackson Deere has been a menace so far here in the early goings. Has gotten into some space in between the midfield and the Pontiac right back. Whistle goes against Troy United. Will the Fireboats go quickly? They don't. They catch their breath and let their team get ahead of the play. Looking down the left-hand side. Picks and options. Well played. Finds Space on the left-hand side, but the flag up here down to the right, offside. They found their way around the back of this back three a couple times, once or twice on the right, and that one on the left just a step ahead of the play that time. As here's Pontiac looking to thread some things together. If you're just tuning in, my name is Robert Kerr. You're tuned in to Midwest Premier League action on the We Are Soccer YouTube channel. Season conclusion here at home for Troy United. One game to go, a rescheduled match from earlier in the season in June. My last time out here a few weeks back saw 10-man Troy United get a injury time winner, so hopefully we'll see a game half as exciting as that one. The opening couple minutes here had started with a fervor, really a long-range effort from a backliner on Troy United. Sent the Pontiac goalkeeper into an alerted state, but that was the biggest action so far. Here come Pontiac. Driving on that right-hand side, trying to get behind Deere. That was a useful ball, but Tremonti able to clear that out. Still with Pontiac. That was a clever little pass. Finds a player in possession. That was number 6, Braden Tossi. Switches field well. That ball, maybe a handball, no call there. Deflected pass. Ends up in the charms of Troy United once again. Down the right-hand side now. There's a run up ahead of the ball. That's Stover. He was almost found in the middle earlier in another one of Troy United's chances. They had 2 or 3. They had that long-range effort. A crossed ball just out of the range of Stover. Perhaps one more. Definitely Troy United were on top there in those first opening moments. Just coming towards the 12th minute of play here in Farmington, Michigan for a late regular season match as summer soccer gets to the final chapters. Some of the national leagues into their playoff stages already. The back three of Troy United taking care of that for a moment, but a heavy touch not punished as Troy United stay on the ball. They'll try to work their way down this left-hand side. Deere feeding, trying to get it into the path of Stover, the Bloomfield Hills native. Just ahead of him once again, that connection almost linking up. Here's Settle. I believe it was him who had that rocket of a right footer right in the opening moment. He's got a long throw, gets it into the 18-yard box, and there's an opening goal. Number 23, Evan Morrison, the first to react to a header down from a long throw in, and Troy United get on the board first. Canton native Evan Morrison up from that attacking midfield position on his toes, able to poke that home in behind the defense after that long throw in from Nick Settle, who's headed down very usefully. And our first goal comes in the first dozen moments of play. 1-0 to the home side in white and black. Here's Troy United looking for more, trying to pounce, trying to get some blood in the water. And that's a clever little ball. Read eventually by Etienne Viaud. Looking for the run of Stover, chipped little pass in between the 6-yard box and the penalty marker. Here's another long throw coming. This one not as far, but headed into a dangerous area, chested down, popped up by the defense. That's looped over the head Troy United, they regroup. Here's captain Jeb Sneed. Goes wide right, that's useful. And that's a dangerous pass cut out though by Viad. Troy United on the front foot after scoring first. Looking for more. There's periods in games where you're on top and you need to score. Troy United look like they feel the need to get the second. Not a free scoring side, but when they have their hackles up, they're dangerous. Here come Pontiac the other way. Just offside. That was a very close call. Looks like Joey Garner by a toe. Pontiac FC Pontiac looking like they can spring a counterattack. They can move quickly in transition. They just have been caught offside a couple times. Good control there. Could have turned the ball over easily there, but Troy United midfielder wisely played it back to his experienced defensive teammates. Two very young clubs here in front of us, near the end of their third for Troy United and their very first. And that through ball looked pretty clever, but just a hair offside. Want to congratulate Cedars FC for winning the Great Lakes Conference East Division last night. They clinched it with a decisive 5-0 win over Detroit Badgers, who I believe will face Troy United on Tuesday. Troy United 1-0 up right now. Can they find a second? Stood up by Munoz. And looking to get out of their half, but couldn't do it that time. Well blocked there by Nino. Troy United, a little bit of space to create. Down in the corner, what can he create? One-on-one, isolated here in the corner. Dangerous ball headed away at the top of the 18-yard box. Pontiac looking to get out of trouble. Not just yet. Troy United definitely have their hackles up. Unable to thread it through that red wall though. Some good composure on the ball from Garner. But that one just rolls off his teammate's foot. And Pontiac would have loved a spell of possession there. Their backs are against the wall a little bit here. Here now. This one comes all the way back to Etheridge. Etheridge, the goalkeeper in orange here, playing collegiately at Colgate. Can he play cleanly here? Does for the moment. Here's Tremonti, very experienced player. Played a lot Madonna from Northville originally. Here's Watkins, plays it back. Good triangle here. Here's Settle, who has set up the goal with his long throw in. That pass for the run of Deere. Just a touch ahead of him. Trying to get in behind on the left. Deere, the left-sided attacker. He's been in some space a couple times. He plays Northwood U. He'll be playing his third collegiate season in the fall. Referee telling FC Pontiac to back up. He didn't want it played that quickly. That's a kind of a long, hopeful ball there that's going to run all the way to Etheridge. Not quite sure if Pontiac has an exact methodology for creating chances just yet. Escato, 17, is kind of playing that 9 role. And sometimes the 10 has gotten ahead of them. It looks like a 4-2-3-1 sort of an approach if you zoom out just a touch. How that going since the Troy United's doing sort of a different shape with 3 at the back here, and they're just swinging it back and forth and not really under too much duress. Pontiac wants them to make a mistake, but haven't done so yet. That long ball is karate kicked to the side by Evan Morrison. Here's Stover looking for the run of Nicholson. LT Nicholson from Lyon, Michigan. Try to get in on the end of that, but that one's offside too. Quite a few of those each way now in this contest. Can FC Pontiac orchestrate an attack here? Troy United definitely been the most comfortable on the ball. If you were to try to say who's in possession in the opening 20 minutes, you'd say Troy United, definitely on the scoreboard with the Evan Morrison hitting the back of the net in the 12th minute. If you're just tuning in here on We Are Soccer, this is Midwest Premier League action, late regular season action. Troy United hosting FC Pontiac as Bloomfield Hills native Macklin Stover gets to that in the corner, trying to get something brewing for a second goal. Here's Stover again, facing up his defender, turns back. A little dummy there, right-footed shot, and it has goalkeeper Jude Thomas sprawling to his right, but over the bar. That was pretty from Troy United. The cutback, dummied, and one-timer shot, but not on frame that time. Some pretty stuff here. First half of play. Well, that's a physical tackle, and he's going to earn a yellow card for it. It seemed, you know, definitely some contact there, but Nick Settle, the man with the long throw, gets a yellow card. That was Carlos Escato hitting the deck, trying to get in behind on this right-hand side, and it'll give the Firebirds their first set play in an attacking position. See what Coach Kevin Garner and Dare Reardon have them do. What do they have up their sleeve? They've had a full summer season to work something out. A lot of them playing in the Liverpool Academy, so they'll be quite familiar. What are they cooking here? Adam Etheridge is in the Troy United net, directing his defenders. There's a two-man wall. Looked like it would be a left-footed delivery from Joey Garner. Hooked in, far post, headed away. A couple Troy United defenders in there to cover. Eventually, it was headed away by John Nino. And back into the back post. And Escato got there, made contact with his right foot, but Etheridge able to settle what you'd say was maybe not the cleanest of contact. Was on frame, on net, but didn't have enough power to challenge the goal. Best opportunity, though, for the visitors so far here. Making Etheridge work in earnest in the 23rd minute. Oh, that is a bit of a slight mistake from Viad, but Macklin Stover was diving in to get on the front foot, but the mistake ended up being a good dummy and rolled behind him, and no harm done. And FC Pontiac looking to build off that chance they just made here. Here's Gardner on the run down the left-hand side. 3 defensive players to cover. Back post. That was trouble But the newly yellow-carded Nick Settle heads it over at the back post. Back-to-back chances for Pontiac, and it looks like it did come off a Pontiac player. It's going to be a goal kick, but the best chances of the game for the visitors coming in quick succession here. Good defensive work. It was 3-on-3 on that opportunity. The Pontiac player able to get to it, but Settle doing enough to force that one over the bar. Good turn there by the Troy player. Found some width. That one-time pass, though, doesn't do it, but it finds its way back to Nicholson. He's trying to feed Stover. Stover has to leap over the goalkeeper. Thomas had to be hurdled. Back to Nicholson on his right foot, and that's a tame effort easily in the arms of Thomas this time. Here's some space for Pontiac. Good composure on the ball on that far side. Turning under pressure. Here's a nice diagonal ball. Here's Garner. Escato stopped his run. Almost fell to Garner's left foot. Right-footed strike by Gerard is blocked by the Troy United defender. Our first sub of the game coming here in the 26th minute. Looks like number 11 for the visitors, Nick Simon, is coming in. Midwest Premier League playing more of a college-style rule system. That's number 25 coming out, Vasco Mara. Cleared briefly by Settle, not far enough. Looped out. Troy get away with it. Yeah, Settle's clearance attempt was a looper, only really traveled about 6 yards up the field, even though about 30 yards distance up in the air. A lot of space for Troy to work in. They go across to that right-hand side. The Pontiac really bunched up here on the near portion of the field. If you're just joining us, we are in Farmington Hills, Michigan, in Metro Detroit, in the southeast. This is late season and regular season action between Troy United and the black, white, and gold, going from right to left with the lead against FC Pontiac. They're wrapping up their first season of action as a senior level club. Troy United trying to finish the season above 500, currently at 4-4 with 2 games to go. This is their last scheduled match, as they have a rescheduled match coming up on the 22nd against Detroit Badgers. Here's Stover's worked his way all the way back into the middle of the park. Gets a whistle from our center referee. Some interchanging of roles. Stover's kind of in the middle of the park, interchanging with number 23, Evan Morrison. Evan Morrison, the goal scorer so far here. Just one in our opening 28 minutes. Plenty of chances both sides. You'd say about evened up now. Maybe 3 chances for the team in white with the lead, and back-to-back opportunities for Pontiac a few moments ago. What can Pontiac do? Won't do much this time, as that's intercepted. Kind of a topsy-turvy here in the middle of the park. trying to find some space is Watkins. Gets down the right-hand side. Here's a crossfield ball. That's behind the run of Deere. Good thought, but not quite executed how they would have wanted it. Right in front of the Pontiac bench. Number 14, tall blonde. Gets a touch on the ball. This tears to Chuck. This ball swings around that back line. Have the team going by the Firebirds. Here's Vasco. Escato, excuse me. Escato on the ball. He drew a foul in this position earlier. Nice cross. Maybe just a beat either late or just a step behind the center forward for Pontiac. Is a decently shaped ball from Escato. Came off the side of the head of Joey Garner. Looks like there's going to be another sub for the visitors. Number 7 checking in. Looks like that's number 9 coming off, Brendan Gerard. Looks like number 7 is Zani Prenkojevic. Back underway. About 15 minutes before the halftime break. Not warm enough for hydration break, you'd think. This is a formerly overcast, cool afternoon. I think it is warming up a bit here in Southeast Michigan. Throw in taken quickly. Some space. If they take it, they do. Good tracking. Breaks a couple people over. Knocks some players to the floor with those moves. Bit of a magic shimmy going on there, but no end product there. That left-sided attacking effort. Seeing a couple Troy United players hit the deck. Unable to find a teammate or a shot, though. He's had a defender ahead and behind him, beat them both, but unable to secure anything of note. As 2 new Troy United players enter the fray. Number 18, Foster Garrett, is one of them. And 21, Aiden Reynolds. Midwest Premier League employing that more college-style substitution rules. We might see some of these players return in the second half. Allows forwards to press and charge a lot more. That one fell fortuitously for Garrett. He had to chase, though. Finds a teammate. What can Troy United conjure? We have Spartans versus Firebirds today as the sun starting to sparkle here at the Hawk in Metro Detroit, Farmington Hills to be exact, near 12 Mile and Middle Belt. Very pleasant community center. Used to be Harrison High School. As this might be one of our first corners of the day. Right footer, back post. Contested header there. Good delivery. I think that was Nicholson with the delivery. It was a 50-50 at the back post. Troy United rose well there. Edge of the 6-yard box near the back post. That one's popped in to the air and out into touch by Tremonti. Back 3 for Troy United. strong so far. FC Pontiac has tried to feed it through the channels. Kind of a Liverpool style of the number 9, drawing in defenders and trying to spray it down the channels to the outside attacking players. Escato and Garner, the most likely suspects to score so far. And that free kick they'll want to redo didn't amount to anything at all. And the throw-in goes in favor of the team with the lead. Here's Nicholson, composed to find a teammate. That pass is going to put his teammate under pressure. Pontiac almost got that back up the field. They might still. Pontiac. Left-footed strike. Saved by Etheridge. The third really good attempt by the visitors. Number 7, newly into the game, almost got himself an assist. Settle didn't get the header on it, but it got enough body on the Pontiac player to unsettle him, and that's going out for a goal kick. Troy United starting to look around at each other. I just complimented their back three. Now starting to look at each other with a little bit of question as what's going on here is Garner found himself in some space and had a nice rip at Etheridge in goal. Troy United will want to show some composure here. 10 minutes before the break, don't want to give up that lead. This one might fall for Troy United. Here they are on the break. Red shirts get split in front. Troy United going around the goalkeeper. Can he find the finish? And he doesn't. What a golden opportunity, and you got to credit that defensive effort in around the goalkeeper, but red shirts in his face, and Nicholson unable to punish the visiting Firebirds of FC Pontiac. Almost 2-0, but it remains a 1-goal game. Does that leave the door open for Pontiac to find an equalizer before the break? That would have put them on the back foot for sure if Troy United were to find the back of the goal, but what an effort there. I think, I'm not sure if it was Morrison or Reynolds that split the defenders with that pass, but Nicholson got around the goalkeeper but wasn't able to find an easy angle with the Pontiac defenders covering the angles well of the keeperless Pontiac goal. Still 1-0 here in Farmington. Are the tides changing in favor of the visitors? Scotto and Garner, the closest to score for Pontiac thus far. Nicholson, just a moment ago for the team in white, Troy United. Could have made it 2. That pass just ahead of the run of Garner, but picked up by Simon. He finds Escato, poked away there by Tremonti. Still with Pontiac though. Onto the right foot of the new sub. Crosses it. Knocked away by Tremonti. He had to do that. Escato was waiting on the doorstep to tap that one in if Tremonti did not interfere and intercept. Pontiac growing in confidence. That missed opportunity by Troy United giving them some confidence in this match. Holding his ankle is number 14, Tarasichuk. Wins a free kick right in front of that Troy United bench. Not too much animation coming from that. interaction from that foul. Left-footed curler. A lot of white shirts there. No one really took command. They might spin out for a corner, except for a great effort from Troy United. Puts that out for a throw. Taken quickly. Crossed into the box. Tremonti heads away. Garrett tries to bring that down. He's got red shirts around him. He slows down. Has it poked away, but to a teammate. Scooped back towards Garrett. He finds his way around to Chuck. And that pass, if he's onside, it's a beaut, but no, the flag comes up. Both teams looking to go fast on the counterattack. But that time just a little bit ahead of the play was Aiden Reynolds, number 21 in white and black, going from right to left. And here's a sub. Number 19's coming into the game, Jacob Lee. Off comes Morrison, the goal scorer. That would indicate we'd see him probably in the quote-unquote fourth quarter of this match. Playing those college rules where subs can come back in another half. Here comes Troy looking for a second. Nicholson, right-footed strike, and that's the goal. 2-0 Troy. They were threatening it. Nicholson came close a few moments ago, and that time he makes no mistake and buries that, doubling the lead for Troy United here. You felt there was a goal coming before the break, and who would it fall for would be a huge deal in this game. It goes in favor of the home team in the 40th minute. This time, LT Nicholson does the damage. 2-0 Troy United. What will the answer be? Will they answer immediately? The visitors from Pontiac going down the right-hand side. Success, cross, just behind. Shot. Oh, and some of the folks in attendance thought that was in, but that would hit off the outside of the netting. FC Pontiac almost answering immediately. Substitute number 7 on the right-hand side, Zany Prankosevic, having an instant impact. That's his second dangerous ball. Number 11, Nick Simon, got on the end of that, and that's headed away with some shakiness. That time Nino heading it over. FC Pontiac substitutions making an impact here before the break. Another right footer, this one long to Chuck, was loading up that right boot, but the looping corner headed away by Reynolds, taken care of very needingly as Chuck was looking to rifle that one with his right foot. Can Pontiac narrow the deficit? Tremonti heads away, right-footed strike, and that one never seemingly going to threaten the goal. It was spinning to the right as soon as it came off the right foot of the onrushing FC Pontiac player. If you're just joining us here, we're in Farmington Hills, Michigan for Great Lakes East Division action, Midwest Premier League regular season matchup. Troy United facing off against FC Pontiac, two young clubs here looking to get some points on the board. And here comes that dangerous number 7, not able to get to that this time. I thought he was late game scratch, but there he is on the bench, and as soon as he's come in, he has been dangerous. Looks like we need a trainer on. Looks like there's controversy. Oh, it looks like Tremonti, number 26, the experienced Madonna man, has a scraped knee, which is bleeding, and the referee not letting play proceed with that open wound. So he'll get some medical attention here. So I'll take a moment to reintroduce myself. My name is Robert Kerr. Doing some late season, regular season play between Troy United and FC Pontiac, two young clubs, as Tremonti is subbed here. And in his place, in a pinch, Connor Henson, as the staff is trying to patch up that left bloody knee of Tremonti. That one's over the head of Foster Garrett, who has been dangerous in a couple of moments since coming into play. Thomas finds his left back. That was a tidy little play. Can FC Pontiac advance it? Gets around one player. That was tidy. Some good combination play now. Can they get some end product? Simon has it poked away from him. He was winding up his right foot, looking to rocket one towards Adam Etheridge's goal. Big number 0, towering Athens High School alumni. 6'5" he's listed as. He kicks it long with his right boot, headed away. And here comes that big number 7, streaming at that Troy United defender. And he makes Etheridge work at his near post. Good, solid left hand from the Troy United goalkeeper. Zani Prinkosevic again getting the best of Settle. He's been able to go around the outside of him at least 3 times now here in his 20 minutes of action. Things getting a little ropey for Troy here in these closing moments as we are in first half stoppage time here. Coach Connor James will want to see his side get to halftime with the score as is. Nicholson, the scorer of the second, on the ball now. Plays it all the way back to Rafferty. Haven't seen much of Rafferty here. He tends to be a player they call on when they need something to happen. Playing much more withdrawn here in this matchup, and that's a turnover in the middle of the park. Can Pontiac capitalize? Not that time, and that one hang up in the air. Garrett was going to have a run at this, and he does get to it. Here's Nicholson. Oh, and he has it taken off his foot. It's not Nicholson, but that Troy United player, he blocks it. Number 19 for Troy United almost had his hustle pay off. Jacob Lee forced the action and almost deflected Jude Thomas's clearance right back into the goal. Heart in mouth stuff for the visiting goalkeeper. He gets away with it that time. Score remains 2-0. Nightmare scenario if that bounces in for the goalkeeper. Settle. Looking for Garrett down the left-hand side, unable to do so. Pontiac gobble up possession. Chuck turns into some space. Switches the field down the left-hand side. Is there another opportunity before the break? That pass is deflected. Zanny looking to get on the end of that, and there's a stoppage time corner kick here, ruled by our center referee. The Mig Men from the back making their way up the field. Towering Etienne Viard amongst those. Number 23 also has some height, Josh Rubin. Corner taken, near post, headed away. They'll do it all over again. Looks like the referee will let it happen as we get into our 4th minute of first half stoppage time. There's been 2 goals and a handful of substitutions. A couple moments of hesitation for injury. So not too much left, you'd think. Right footer back post this time over everyone's head, unfortunately, and there is the halftime whistle from our official. So late season, regular season action here in Farmington Hills. We are in the Great Lakes East Division between Troy United and FC Pontiac, and the score going into halftime 2-0. Evan Morrison and LT Nicholson, the scorers. And we'll come back in just a few minutes, review our first half, preview the second half here in Pontiac. Sit right tight. And thank you for tuning in here. We Are Soccer. Come back for our conclusion of Midwest Premier League action here on We Are Soccer.
All right, Brooks, we're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping.
Okay.
Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh, wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin, you know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
Change tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Get side on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injury. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep. Sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm gonna give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh, wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump. Next in line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
Oh. Mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Huh?
Tempo, yes, yes. Drop out, good. Yes. Touch, play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right. Yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Inside on touch. Play, see it, yes.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep, sorry, Doc.
All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team.
Do I look like I'm freaking kidding? Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
Welcome back to the Hawk here in North Farmington, located in Metro Detroit in the southwest of the Great Lakes state. We are moments away from the second half of play between Troy United and FC Pontiac. 2-0 the scoreline in an exciting 45 minutes of action. The home side, Troy, scored after just about 12 minutes. A long throw was headed down and then poked into the back of the net by Evan Morrison. And then just a few moments before the break, it was LT Nicholson who finished off a shot near the top of the 18-yard box, strong with his left foot into the bottom corner of the net to make it 2-0. FC Pontiac did have their chances throughout, and early first half substitute Zani Prednkosevic, number 7 on the right-hand side, caused lots of problems for the back three of Troy United in the latter stages of that first half. So 2-0 the score line. Chances about even. An exciting 45 minutes of Midwest Premier League action ahead. Thank you for tuning in here to We Are Soccer. Tip of the hat to the We Are Soccer YouTube channel for covering Midwest Premier League throughout the summer and all the partner teams. Getting We Are Soccer and Point Images crew out on site for another summer of action. This second 45 minutes will see FC Pontiac in red and black going from right to left, and Troy United in the white, black and gold going from left to right. Glad to be with you. What's at stake here today with 2 wins today and their rescheduled game on Tuesday? Troy United could climb as high as 4th in the table, looking to finish above 500, 4-4 after 8 games. And FC Pontiac looking to round out their debut season as a club with a win, and the second half is now underway. Thank you for joining. My name is Robert Kerr. Excited for an exciting 45 minutes here, late stage summer soccer season 2025. And the first sequence of events turns into an offside flag. The official here down to our right, flag up there as Foster Garrett, who came on halfway through that first half, waved for offside there as Troy United tried to attack to the right. 2 very young clubs on display. Troy United wrapping up their 3rd season on the field, and FC Pontiac, their first as a club, nicknamed the Firebirds on both the men's and women's sides. Here come Troy United. Here's Garrett in behind the defense. Can he find a teammate? And big number 22, Etienne Viad-Marat, the Frenchman, able to clear that one out. He was very solid in the first half. One of the senior players on the squad. A big contingent of Liverpool Academy players. Liverpool Youth Academy with strong presence here in Michigan, now senior side. Under the name of FC Pontiac. This corner is put out into touch by big number 23, Joshua Rubin, the Plymouth native. Recently graduated Saginaw Valley. We're back underway quickly. This one's onside. Can Troy feed into the box? Back post header over the bar. Kind of always looping high off the head of Nick Settle, who's in a great spot. Nice cross. Defense did just enough in the header over the bar. First threat of the second half comes within that first 2 minutes. There's plenty of action in that opening 45 minutes. Long ball from Etienne Viad-Marat. It's blocked down. Settle, looping ball, looking for Nicholson. He finds him. Goes wide to number 8. And that one's just into touch. Jacob Lee, who almost deflected the goalkeeper's clearance right before halftime into the net as they run out of play on him, the Troy United player. That would have been a nightmare moment for Pontiac goalkeeper Jude Thomas, but it deflected just wide of the frame of the goal in the later stages of the first half. Here's Adam Etheridge, the ball at his feet. Diagonal is going to go well over the head of Jackson Deere on that far side. Deere had plenty of ball, plenty of time on the ball in the first half. We'll see if the number 22 in white finds similar pockets of space behind the defense and in front of the fullback on that side of the field. Two 2-0 the score line. Late stages of the 5th season of play for Midwest Premier League, a club-run Summer Amateur League. Thought up in 2019, but delayed until 21 due to the pandemic. Nicholson to give chase. Etienne back to his keeper. No nonsense stuff. Jude Thomas felt the heat and he cleared it out. His defender put him under pressure. He had to play it. He was either going to have to do some sort of a skill with the ball to get himself out of the pressure, but instead hammered it out into touch. Long throw taken. Oh, just over the leaping Foster Garrett there. Long throw set up the first Troy United goal of the game. It was thrown in by Settle, headed down and poked home by Morrison. That pass just didn't quite have the right angle on it, not the right pace on it either to find that run. Number 7 switched to the left side. Zani Prenkosevic, number 7, had some good opportunities. He got in behind the defense and served up some dangerous balls. We'll see if he can do similar. Here he is again, Prenkosevic. Hard charging player. Ball stays in play. Here come Pontiac. Can they create a chance? They combine here, looking for some width. Is Simon. Simon again, top of the box. Pokes it to a teammate. Prenkosevic into the box. But some heroic defending from Troy. Long range effort, and what a strike! Number 14, Terrace to Chuck. Goal of the season candidate. An absolute thunderbolt gets FC Pontiac onto the board and back into this game. What a moment for the FC Pontiac player. Wow, what a goal. And it's back on here in Southeast Michigan.
Go Pontiac.
Terrace to Chuck, take a bow. Wowee. Game on here in Farmington Hills as we return to action. Key note, central defender Jacob Tremonti, you see him on the ball there, just now substituting back into the game. He was pulled off right before the halftime break. He had a skinned knee and was bleeding. The referee had him come off, and similar to college rules, you can come back in the next half, and they didn't put him back in at the halftime break, and Troy United concede with one of their main defenders off the field. Connor James, head coach for Troy United, rectifying that as soon as that one hit the back of the net. But to Chuck, wow, well done. And that play came after a series of pretty good passing, a good combination play between Prenkosevic and Simon. Eventually got poked out to number 14, Terrace to Chuck, and wow, what a finish. Adam Etheridge soared through the air, diving, trying to save that one, but to no avail. And that one headed over the bar. That was Troy United's captain looking to respond right away, but Jeb Sneed's header loops over the bar. I don't think he realized how much time he had. He might even be able to bring that down. The FC Pontiac defensive line was kind of standing around watching the ball. But 2-1 it remains here. Troy United going from left to right in white and black. Pontiac. The red shirts and black shorts and socks going from right to left now. Shout out to everyone watching on We Are Soccer's YouTube channel now. Prekosevic chases that down, and Tremonti sends that into the woods there outside of the fenced-in area here at the Hawk. Feel like a Troy United intern is going to be doing some tree climbing here after the match. As this one's down the right-hand side, stays on side, into the box. Around one, around a second. Centered. And the deflection had everyone frozen. And Adam Etheridge breathes a sigh of relief as that one goes into touch wide of his near post. FC Pontiac gunning for an equalizer here in the 55th minute. What can FC Pontiac cook up here? Lots of red shirts in the box, lots of bodies in general. Stacking the space between the penalty marker and the goal line. Joshua Rubin, the number 23, trying to interfere with Etheridge, getting a talking to by the referee. Referee is staring at this interaction in front of the goalkeeper. Taken low, here's to Chuck again! Blocked just outside the 6-yard box. They'll go again. Why not feed the hot hand? The golden boot. Tears to Chuck, just moments off of scoring a banger from 20, 25 yards out. This one taken high and headed away. Lots of white shirts in front of the goal. Here's Pontiac. Still on the front foot. Get a whistle too. It'll be a free kick just on the side of the Troy United 18-yard box. Sun is shining and the action is heating up here in Great Lakes East action here in Midwest Premier League. My name is Robert Kerr. Very happy to be here for an exciting match of Sunday afternoon football. 2-1, the scoreline in favor of those in white. Free kick, left-footed delivery, headed away from his goalkeeper by Tremonti. And out for a third successive corner kick by the visitors. The first one played low and firm for a shot by Chuck. That one looking for the head of a red shirted teammate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red shirts in the box. Chuck leering on the top of the box. High one, back post, over a number of heads, back to Chuck. Can he settle it? It does. Looking for an angle. He goes wide. Fed back post and over the head of everybody. And Troy United can breathe a sigh of relief. And that was a good 5 minutes of intense Firebird pressure. And that pressure will be responded by a triple sub from the home team. Coming back into the field, the goal scorer of the opening goal will be number 23, Evan Morrison. Number 10, Will Lanham, no stranger to big goals. And number 6, Danny Watkins back in the mix. Last time I was out here, number 10, Will Lanham got the injury time winner to defeat Inter Detroit. Here's some space to turn. On the break is Nicholson. He's in behind the goalkeeper. What a save by Thomas. He stood strong. Didn't let that one go between his feet. The score remains 2-1. What a breakaway. In a flash, Troy were in there. Trying to keep the pressure up. It's Troy. Right-footed strike. Diving save from Thomas. Rebound. Still in the box. But the offside flag comes up. Lanham offside after that save. from Jude Thomas. Subs come in, action ramps up here for Troy United. That was a really good turn to spring that counterattack. Not sure if that was Morrison or the player jumping for this header. Number 25, John Nino. I think it was Nino's turn and pass that set up that opportunity for Nicholson. Plenty of opportunities for both sides. Game is wide open at this point. Troy United with the goal advantage at this point with about half an hour plus stoppage time to play. Lanham hits the ground, and there was a foot race between Thomas and Nicholson for that. As Chuck scoops it away and finds teammate with some room to breathe. Checks back on the halfway mark. If you're tuning in, my name is Robert Kerr, and we are in Farmington Hills, Michigan for Midwest Premier League regular season action. And that surely will draw a card, as the FC Pontiac player was getting in behind in that through ball. And I don't know if that was necessary. Kind of trying to do the professional foul thing and stop an opportunity, but Pontiac was going to be forced wide there. That's Jeb Sneed taking the yellow card. Two Troy defenders now sitting on a caution. Sneed felt threatened there. Didn't want to make a challenge later in the box, so he pulled the attacking Pontiac player down before he could get inside the yellow lines that were playing on the 18-yard box, just outside of that yellow line on your screen. Ball in the hands of the Firebird scorer, number 14, Taras Tkachuk. Hopefully his shot is going to be cut up, clipped up, and seen on the highlight shows tonight. His rocket of a shot, thrilling those in attendance and watching online. What can he do? Here's a right-footed attempt. Up and over the bar. Exciting for a moment as he got over the wall, but didn't quite curl down enough. Tkachuk obviously with some magic in that boot of his. Not quite that time. Would have had to been something special to get up and down from only about 19 yards away. So, was that yellow card worth it? We shall see. But Captain Sneed here on the ball will have to be careful the rest of the way, sitting on a yellow card. As does his defensive teammate on the far side. Settle is off the ball there. It's going to go back to Etheridge. Etheridge clears under pressure. And very expertly taken care of there by Nino. Finds with the right. And that was a key header there from Murat. Viad Murat showing his experience. He knew he had to head that away. I think Morrison would have gotten to that behind him. A very probing high ball there from Troy just a moment ago. That one surely out of play, and yes, it is. Flag does come up from the touchline on the far side. Sneed. You know, confident on the ball. Sneed again, the captain, recently cautioned. Looking for the run. If that flag stays down, this is tremendous. Nicholson can't finish. I think he was waiting for that offside flag to come up. I don't think it ever did. That's just a miss. Missed opportunity there Could have had a brace, Nicholson. He finished so well before the halftime break to make it 2-0. What a pass there to find him in that space, though. Wowee. Back underway. 2-1 it remains. 25 plus stoppage time to go just about here in Metro Detroit. 5th season of action coming to its later stages of the Midwest Premier League, the member-run amateur club-led league. For us, by us approach, some great mix of brand new teams and some legacy ones. Here's Tremonti now. Settle. Deer. Tremonti only off the field for a couple moments, but Troy conceded in just that short window. Shows how instrumental the experienced player is. Will the offside flag come up? Yes, it does. Will Lanham was pushing that back line. And you can see the offensive approach from Troy. He's trying to pop it over the Pontiac defenders. Good defending there by Sneed. That looks like the ref has pointed that in favor. It's gone out into touch, but it'll be a throw for the visitors, whose offense has gone quiet in the last few moments. Zane Prinkosevic, who done really well at the end of the first half. In the opening moments in the second, can he spark something? I believe he's going to LTU in the fall. Here's Chuck, who wowed us with his long-range goal, but Troy United able to defend. Coming on the right-hand side. Options. What a pass. Can Nicholson get there? He does, but he's in a wider position. He centers it, finds a teammate. No, unable to get a shot off. Evan Morrison opened the scoring, just unable to get it off his foot there. Found really well by his teammate. Some more energy coming back to the game here as there was a little bit of an ebb. To Chuck in some space. Murat, Lanham pressing, chasing, making Thomas pop this one in the air. Very calmly done again. John Nino, smooth operator. Settle, able to be his namesake, get his feet together and get that back to his goalkeeper. Etheridge plays it back. This is a defender who wowed us at the beginning with his long-range effort that just went just over the bar in the opening minute of the game, but his pass to Deer down the left-hand side just a little wide and out at a touch. To Chuck. Battling with Nino. Nino wins. Trying to feed Nicholson, but only finds the defender. And a little bit of miscommunique there at the back as Pontiac was trying to regroup. Maybe trying to get upfield a little too quickly after that turnover. Settle. Is it into the middle. Nino. Back to his center back, all the way across here. Here's Lanham. Gets into the box. Finds his teammate. In off the bottom of the bar. Is it a goal? Is it not? It is now. Not sure if that was off the foot of number 6, Danny Watkins, off the crossbar. If it was the rebound touched in by Morrison, but the score now reads 3-1 in favor of Troy United. Looks like Watkins is taking the plaudits here. as Lanham did really well to get into the box. He really battled his way into the right, gets it across. Some calmness on the ball from Watkins, and his shot goes in off the bottom of the bar and eventually into the back of the net. 3-1. And that's Pontiac. My goodness. Trying to reply immediately. And that's the best save of the game from Adam Etheridge. A big paw from him needed to deny a goal from, I think that was Braden Tossi, who had a lash, forced the save. But it's 3-1 and a corner kick in favor of the visitors. A goal here, make it a one-goal game, sure would make for a exciting conclusion. Corner taken, in swinging, headed, just wide. Experienced defender Etienne Viaud-Marat had an open header and a clear path to the goal, but the angle took the ball just wide of that far post. Close call for Troy United as they look to their bench now that they have a 2-goal lead. It looks like it's number 14 getting the nod. Macklin Stover coming back into the game. Looks like Jeb Sneed coming out with that yellow card. Matt Rafferty will fall back into more of a defensive role as Stover played more of an attacking position in the first half. Looks like he's playing wider right. Both goalies with a couple nice saves here today. Etheridge the best one of the lot just now. One ball back, Watkins pokes it away and gets a teammate going back the other direction. Watkins floats it to Lanham. Lanham's in on goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. He goes around the goalkeeper. Can he get the angle? And he can't. Off the wheel of the goal. Pulsating action here in Metro Detroit. There's already been 4 goals, and we almost saw a 5th. Will Lanham around the goalkeeper, unable to get that angle right, get that finish. Troy United looking for more. Goal difference could play a part whether they get into the 4th or 5th positions at the end of the season. They are currently 4-4. If this result holds, they'll get up to 15 points and a 5-4 record with a rescheduled game pending later this week. Looks like John Nino is down to the captain's armband for Troy United now that Sneed has been subbed off. Watkins, I believe, is going to be credited that 3rd goal. Pats it out wide. Foul there, play on, says the ref. Here's Watkins. Pokes it ahead for Nicholson, who's offside. Lanham, brief joy, squashed as the flag comes up rightly. Nicholson in behind the play there. Watkins unselfish there. He could have maybe toe bashed it with the space available, but tried to thread it through to Nicholson. We have a substitution by the Firebirds. Number 25, looks like he's come back into the field. Vask Mara. He's playing up front with Escato, who we have not seen much of in the second half, number 17. The ball comes to him now. Angled ball. Looking for Garner, but he's now flagged for an offside infringement. Can the coaching staff for Pontiac, Kevin Garner and Dare O'Riordan, what can they cook up to try to get their team back in the game? They did have a moment to remember, a long-range rocket off the boot of Terrace to Chuck. The highlight of the game for Pontiac so far is Settle had to cut back. He's under pressure for Garner. Here's Deere, cuts inside. Troy, one by one, worked their way to the right-hand side. Stover tried to play a hefty ball that was blocked out. Could have maybe poked it down the line to Nicholson, but ball remains with Troy. It's out to touch for this throw. Throw in, big part of the first goal of the game. Here's Lanham, very dangerous player. Tries to go it alone. He did hit Stover in some space on the right-hand side, but try to put his head down, put his shoulder down, and bury his way into the box did Lanham. But corner kick for the home team. They've got the lead and the ball. 15 minutes to play. What can they do here? Here's Lanham, right-footed cross. Tremonti at the back post, and that's saved by Thomas. Still with Troy. Into the box. Here's Watkins to shoot. Blocked. And it'll be another corner kick, blocked that time by number 11, Nick Simon.
Hey, watch out here, Carlos. Just keep your eye on it.
Here'll be another corner. This time it'll be Watkins. And that's one he'll want back, as that went out into touch right off of his boot. Thank you for tuning in to Midwest Premier League action here on the We Are Soccer YouTube channel. Tip of the hat, Point Productions, or Point Images, excuse me. Producing a great show here on the We Are Soccer YouTube channel. Thomas finds a teammate in some space. That one's played along the line. Pontiac got a couple red shirts in the box. Who can they find? Escato plays it back. Here's to Chuck in some space. Left-footed, no. Checks onto his right. Finds a teammate. Looped into the box. Over Garner. And the clearance attempt by Macklin Stover is knocked into touch here on the close touch line. 3-1 the score. Morrison, Nicholson, and Watkins for Troy, and Chuck for Pontiac. Scoring summary for you here. Here's to Chuck again, the goal scorer for the visitors. What can Pontiac muster? Not intentional, but it'll work. On the right-hand side. Got a 2-on-1 on that far edge. They don't use it. Escato felt some contact and went to ground, looks to the referee, thinks about it for a second, but points to indicate a goal kick. Tip of the hat to Cedars FC. They sealed the deal and won the Great Lakes East Division last night with a 5-0 win over Detroit Badgers. As here's a turnover now. Garner wins the ball and is taken to ground by Stover, who's going to win a yellow card for his effort there. So that'll set up a Free kick, you'd think is outside of free kick distance, but not too far away from the kind of distance that Terrace Tkachuk scored Pontiac's lone goal at the beginning of the first half of about this kind of distance. He had a free kick from about 19 yards earlier that got over the wall but didn't dip under the bar. Perhaps if it's similar contact, that'll happen again, but he crosses it. Back post, headed, and it'll run wide in favor of the attacking side. Linesman had to think about that one for a moment. Long throw attempt. Headed, missed by the goalkeeper. Prodded along, scooped, still going. Tkachuk winds up, miscues it with Pontiac, right-footed shot, blocked. Headed, bounced. Stover can't get rid of it. Escato falls to the ground. Tkachuk tries to shoot again. Might fall to him again. It goes to the right, and the pass not on the same page as his teammate. Heads and hands. Hands on knees. They knew that was a moment. Tkachuk poked it to the right. His teammate was in some space, but just unable to get on the end of it. I think it was a defender for the Firebirds making a long journey to the back line. Number 23, Joshua Rubin, just caught a little flat-footed and is attacking 18-yard box. He had some space there if he was alert to that pass from Tkachuk. Will they get another opportunity? There's about 10 minutes to go in this one. Here's Escato. Finds a teammate. Can they find a little bit of late confidence, a little bit of late energy? The visitors. Finding some space down the left-hand side. Caught underfoot for a moment. Stays alive. Garner. A lot of grabbing going on there, and this time it goes in favor of Matt Rafferty. Looked like it was 50-50 of grabby. Rafferty favored with that whistle. Long free kick. Goes over the halfway line. Away from Nino. Still with Pontiac. Gone wide. That was thankless work from Simon, number 11, digging that out. Here's Escato. Has it poked away from him. Here's Escato. Trying to get behind Settle. He does. Can he find a teammate? Oh, what a defensive intervention by Matt Rafferty. He might have saved a goal there. The cross from Escato. I think it was headed for Garner and poked away by Rafferty. What a defensive effort. That clearance is scooped only to the top of the 18-yard box. Good turn, but eventually fouled. Good work there. Craftsman-like work from Macklin Stover to win the ball and then to win the foul. And that's Cam Hanna, number 15, going in the book for that one. About half a dozen moments plus stoppage time here in Midwest Premier League action. Good work by Stover. Nutmeg there, finds his way to Watkins. All the way to the top of the screen to Deere. Settle. He does so with the ball, looking for a teammate. Didn't quite find the one he was looking for with that effort. As Pontiac now getting into desperation mode, less than half a dozen minutes to go plus stoppage time. Escato has it bounce up off of him. unable to get that under his control, and Troy United able to go the other way. Troy with some pace. Delivery curled, but not enough. He was looking for the run of Lanham, was Stover, but his pass did not curl enough to get into the path of his attacking teammate. Nice little dummy there from Chuck there to leave it for his defensive teammate. That was nice. Small moment. That's Pontiac trying to get back into this game in the late stages. And that's a tired, heavy touch there. Unfortunate. And that was Garner with that one. Look of frustration on his face. Didn't want it to play out that way, obviously. Here's Stover. Looking for the run of Lanham. And that's clever work by the experienced veteran defender Etienne Viad-Murat to poke that over the on-rushing Lanham. Scotto's gonna have to chase that. Doesn't have the angle really. And Settle wins that. Does well to get it back to Etheridge, who gets it back to the middle of the park, but cut out by the Pontiac Firebird midfielders. Chuck now. Here's Garner. Be nice for him to be rewarded. He's put a lot of effort in today. Here's Escato to Chuck. Tries to get on that right foot. Closed down. Fouled though. We're gonna get one more chance to maybe see some magic off the right foot of Terrace to Chuck. When the game is finished, I recommend all to check out Chuck's 51st minute goal. And it doesn't look like he's going to get a chance to shoot this one as he's stood off of it. I think that's Nick Simon standing over it from about 30 yards out now. Desperate times as the talk ticks away. Right-footed strike. One hops into the arms of Etheridge. Surprised that Tkachuk wasn't trusted with another effort there, as he had a wonder of a shot that scored and then a couple dangerous free kick attempt earlier in the match. That skids off the head of Etienne. Goal scorer JT Nicholson wins the ball back for his team. Ball at his feet and tried a bit of a combo. Morrison was trying to link up with Lanham there, but not on the same page, and that's out into touch. Pass not quite on the right or same page as their teammate, and that's out into touch. Creeping into the 88th minute, 89th minute now. 3-1 the scoreline in favor of the home team. Lanham will give chase. Always willing to give it a chase, and he gets the best of Etienne Viad-Murat. Forces the foul and a yellow card. A red card even. Never a game without action here. Red card to the experienced FC Pontiac defender, Etienne Viad-Murat. Red carded in the 89th minute for pulling back Will Lanham. I don't think that was a second yellow. Looked like a straight red. Quiet walk back to the bench for the Frenchman. Looks like Jackson Deere will be charged with responsibility for taking this set piece. 19 yards from Jude Thomas's goal. It's been an action-packed game here. 4 goals. Will we see a 5th? Deere to take. Curling effort. High. Well high of the bar. And that will not change the scoreline. So FC Pontiac, little time and a lot to do with less players than they had a moment ago. Down to 10 after Murat red carded for bringing down Will Lanham on a breakaway. Here's Morrison. He crosses to Stover. He'll get there. Looking for more goals. None coming there, though. Here's Rafferty. Watkins, he scored the 3rd. Stover. Looking to do some wild trickery is Stover. He's eventually brought down, but just for a throw in. His rainbow flick didn't quite come off, didn't get the foul either, and that foul is going to go in favor of the visitors here as we're in stoppage time now. Late season, regular season Midwest Premier League, Great Lakes East Division action here. My name is Robert Kerr, happy to be alongside Point Images here on We Are Soccer. Be sure to check out the Sunday Review Show on We Are Soccer, the flagship program on the network. That one's cut out by Deere. Just goes through the legs of Will Lanham. As the energy drains away from this fixture as FC Pontiac are down 2 goals and down a player. Just a matter of time now as Stover somehow offside. No need to be offside in that situation. Defenderless as the referee looks at his watch. Can't be much left. Not too much delay in this one. Chuck skips past a couple challengers and sends Escato to the races. There's a player open here on the top of the box. Can they get a shot? Looking for some late glory here. Left-footed strike blocked and cleared by Troy United. And there is the final whistle, and that'll do it here from the Hawk in North Farmington. Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division action. Wrapping up the regular season here. Some rescheduled games to come in the week for these sides. But it's a win for Troy United, a step towards a 500-plus record, their 5th win of the season. 3-1 the final score. In a scoring summary before we let you go, goal scoring was opened in the 12th minute. A great strike poked in by Evan Morrison after a long throw-in. Then in the 40th minute, before the halftime break, after some dangerous chances from the visitors, a really well-taken goal by L.T. Nicholson made it 2-0 at the halftime break. Shortly after the break, the game got hot. A wonderful rocket of a shot off the boot of number 14 for FC Pontiac, Terrace to Chuck. But the game was put to bed just a little while longer when it was number 6, Danny Watkins, who clanked in off the bottom of the bar to make it 3-1, and there it stood. So a victory for Troy United, 3-1 on the day. Thank you for tuning in here on We're on Soccer. Thank you to the Point Images crew. Until next time, everybody,